Hey guys, it's your boy here, Ricky Cheese with the Florida Wrestling Room and the FloridaWrestlingRoom.com. As usual, I am here with my cohort, Alex Wisdom of FL_Wrestling Insight on Instagram. Check it out. If you haven't already subscribed. You'll thank me later. Alex, today I am very excited because you know why? We are going to officially announce the 2024-2025 TFWR Awards. And we've got quite a few this year. We switched it up a little bit. We're going to name a male wrestler of the year, a female wrestler of the year. We're going to do a coach of the year, a coach's wife of the year, and a brand new category, an official of the year. Now, each one of them will be named. They will get the recognition of getting the award. We'll talk a little bit about each one so you guys can get to know them. And also, each one of them will be receiving a really cool, fully sublimated, customized shirt for winning their award. And I'll have to get their sizes. But those are being made and donated by Dimitri Kangas from Kangas Wrestling. If you don't follow him. It's a great Facebook page. He is extremely knowledgeable and a fantastic coach. He's also one of the first ones to always give back in the state of Florida to our sport. So just a super guy. Dimitri, thank you for donating these shirts to our winners. So without further ado, who are we going to name first?
Let's start with the male wrestler of the
year. So, Alex, we got a lot of nominations, and we could have chosen any of them, and it would have been justified because every single one of them is worthy of being the TFWR Wrestler of the Year. With that being said, of course, only one winner there is. We can only have one. So our male wrestler of the year this year is Jonathan Bruner of New Smyrna Beach High School. He was a state champion. He teched everybody at the state tournament, except in his finals match. He won in sudden victory overtime over a very tough Albo from Tampa Jesuit to win his state title. But during the year, he won a very tough Flagler Rotary tournament. He won the 5-star conference. He was a 2A District 4 champ and a 2A Region 1 champ. So, Jonathan Bruner, congratulations. You were nominated quite a few times. So we did choose you. You are the 2025 TFWR Male Wrestler of the Year. Message me. I need your t-shirt size so we can get you your cool custom shirt. All right. With that, we are going to name the Female Wrestler of the Year. Now, I know Alex threw a couple of names out at me, and any of them would have been completely worthy, but we went with Grace Liotta this year. So Grace Liotta, if you don't know, you're living under a rock. Get out from under that rock. Grace Liotta never lost a single match to a Florida girl. She is 92-0 in the state of Florida, which blows my mind. She is a 3-time FHSAA Girls State Champion. She pinned her way through the state championships this year, including in the finals, she pinned another returning state champion. So just total domination. She did not surrender a single takedown in the state of Florida all season. As a matter of fact, she finished this year 26-0 with 22 falls. That blows my mind. That is incredible. You can't get any better or tougher than that. But here's what did it for me. Here's why I went with Grace. The person that nominated her let me know that she is the most humble girl that you will ever meet. She rarely celebrates, other than her finals match, which was a rarity, but she rarely celebrates. She's a team leader. She takes the girls under her arm. She helps whoever she can. I just love that. So, Grace Liotta, congratulations. You are the 2025 TFWR Female Wrestler of the Year. All right. Now, I'm going to give you a quick chance to, who are the girls that you mentioned that you thought should be? I know one of them was from North Miami.
So Maya Bethel was one of them that I mentioned. Another one was Abigail Gonzalez, who had a dominant freshman season. Just a lot. Same thing with the guys. There was a bunch of guys I mentioned.
Yes.
Could have been Michael Mako, could have been Sebastian DeJaneiro, could have been Max Brady.
Yep.
I could keep going on and on and on.
Right.
But you just, if whether you want to or not, whether you know him or not, you can't disagree with the picks because everyone's a state champ, or the people we picked at least. if you look at Jonathan Berner and what he did this year, he came into the TFWR rankings as a top 3 or 4 guy, I believe.
Yeah,
Alba was number one, and Jaden Oliver was number two. But Jaden Oliver was number one for a majority of the season until his loss at state duels. So Jonathan Berner ended up teching Jaden Oliver in
yeah,
the state semifinals, which was a surprise to everyone on the floor when I was there because a lot of people were thinking that was going to be a really good match,
right.
and some things changed. And he also had one of the best state finals matches with a sudden victory win, which we all love to see an overtime match.
Absolutely.
Um, he has many significant wins over high-level state placers. He has a win over Jonathan Motor, who was a state runner-up this year. He has a win over Massimiliano Pellicano,
Yep,
who
from
is a
Denver.
3-8 who's a 3-8 third placer this year. So, I just think he has a great resume to prove why he was one of the best in the state this year.
Absolutely. And I agree with you, Alex. There's so many kids we could have chosen, and they would have been justified to get named Wrestler of the Year. But again, you can only choose one. You went with Bruno, so congratulations,
Yeah.
champ.
And then for the girls' side, we have Grace Leota.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, could have been any a lot of girls, but we chose Grace just because dominant. But something significant she did this season is she went out of state, wrestled at the very high level, very well known Iron Man tournament, Iron Woman
Yep.
now, and faced some of the best girls in the country, and in that area, and she won. She won. She took, I believe, I don't think she was in the top 4 or 5 last year. Comes back and now she won the whole thing.
Wins it, yeah. And
So
that is
she
a tough tournament, like you said. For those that don't
Mhm.
know, the Walsh Jesuit Ironman tournament has been one of the toughest high school
super.
tournaments for boys for as long as I can remember.
hmm
Recently, they brought the girls in either a couple of years ago or a few years ago. Like you said, Grace, she didn't win it the first year. She didn't even make the finals. And then this year she comes in and she wins it. And that's in
hmm
Ohio, guys. So that's a hotbed wrestling state. The best schools are there. So, yeah, man, for sure. Grace Leota definitely deserved it.
Yeah, and also a little fun fact for you guys, if you didn't know, Grace Leota's total match time throughout the state tournament was 3 minutes and 40 seconds throughout all of her matches.
Unbelievable. 4 matches in less time than it takes to wrestle one match.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
so
Unbelievable.
so a very amazing record.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to move on to Coach of the Year. And this one just makes me smile because I just love this guy. Love him or hate him. Some love him. A lot of people hate him. But hey, man, when you're a winner, you're going to have haters. Joe Blasucci, Somerset Academy, Pembroke Pines, Florida, TFWR Coach of the Year. Finally, what a great coach he is. So many people said, oh, 1A, he's not going to win it in 2A. There's no way. We got Jesuit, we got Lake Gibson, we got Charlotte, we got Jensen Beach moved up with them. There's no
Mhm.
way Blasucci's going to win it. Then at the state duels, they get beat up a little bit. They didn't win the state duels, and then they start talking even more. I was getting messages. See, I told you they can't do it in 2A. They can't do it. And I'm just sitting there letting people talk. And you know what Blasucci said to me? He called me up. He goes, "Hey, mark my words right now. I don't care what happened at the state duels. Somerset's going to win the state title at the IBTs." And damn it, he did it, man. He did it. As a
It,
matter of
it
fact,
was
he even knew what the scores were going to be. So it's just crazy the amount of knowledge that guy has. But go ahead.
Yeah. Like you said, love him or hate him, you can't doubt success in what he's done.
Nope.
I know there was a big argument this year. Usually we in Florida know that 3A is the powerhouse, but there was many talks about 2A being the hardest classification now, just because of the amount of firepower that went into it this year. And you just look at the top 3 teams with Jesuit, Gibson, and Somerset. We all know the team race was going to end up to one of them.
Yeah.
A very significant match that went down to it was the 2A 157-pound match with Eric Hodge versus Carmen Vasquez,
Yeah.
KJ Vasquez. Um, Jesuit versus Somerset right there. I believe it was a 1.5 point differential going into that match. And, the momentum swang to Somerset after that match. Followed up a win with Michael Sains, followed up a win with Mateo Martinez. The guy showed up and, like you said, hate him or love him, he's doing what he's doing. And, he's now a 2A state IBT champion.
Absolutely. I think this is his fifth state title now, maybe.
And this is this third consecutive because they had two in
Yeah.
1A and now they're third,
Right.
which is in 2A now.
Yep.
So very excited to see what the future holds. Very excited to see what their team will look like next year.
Yep.
Um, I know they're bringing back a lot of firepower, but
And
you know,
what makes it even more impressive that he was able to beat Lake Gibson and Tampa Jesuit at the state tournament was the fact that he did it without Mateo Gonzalez. And Mateo would have been good
yes,
for 20 something points for sure. But,
100%.
so to do it
If you
like
guys
that,
don't, yeah, if you guys don't know, Mateo Gonzalez wrestled 138 and ended up having an injury in the district tournament, so he couldn't continue. So that's one kid off Somerset's roster who I believe brought 13 to states, or maybe 12. I could be wrong, but yeah, super tough kid. Placed third at states as a seventh grader. Was going into his eighth grade year. You know, there's no doubt he would have placed at the state tournament.
Bersucci said he would have won it. We don't know. Who knows? That would have been a tough match. He would have had to beat well, no, Boda was 1A. So who won
He
it
would
2A?
he would have had to be Maximus Brady.
Oh yeah, so Bersucci might have been talking a little bit of
Yeah,
trash there, but hey man, I love how he backs his kids. You can't blame him for that, man.
no, you can't.
But
But yeah,
either way, Mateo, I keep saying there is a Mateo Martinez on that team, right?
190
Okay,
state
that's
champ
what I
this
think.
year.
So Mateo Gonzalez, love that kid. He's first of all, he's one of the funniest kids I've ever met, man. The kid cracks me up. His sense of humor is absolutely amazing. But he is an unbelievable wrestler. I can't wait to see him get completely healthy and see what he can do with no injuries.
Mhm.
We'll see that this coming season. But anyways, congratulations, Coach Joe Blasucci, Somerset Academy. To me, you are Hall of Fame all the way. You are the 2025 TFWR Coach of the Year to a state champion Somerset Panthers. All right.
Mhm.
Our other, I'm going to leave this one for last. So our next award goes to, we wanted to do something special this year, and we wanted to recognize one of our officials. Referees, officials, they never get enough credit. They do this basically for nothing. These guys don't make a lot of money. They do it for the love of the sport and to give back. Maybe make a little bit of extra money with a tournament here and there on the weekends, but
Mhm.
trust me, guys, it's not for the money. So we have a lot of really great officials. Cipriano, we got some really great ones. But the official of the year for 2025 is none other than Keith Williams from North Florida. He is part of the North Florida Wrestling Officials Association. So, congratulations, Keith. You have been named the 2025 TFWR Official/Referee of the Year. What a great honor. Keep doing what you're doing. We really do appreciate you. There's a reason that you're selected to officiate at the state tournament. It's because you're a hell of an official. So we wanted to recognize that. And you're going to have to get with me so I can get your t-shirt size as well.
Mhm.
With that being said, our final award, and to me, this is probably one of the more important awards. And the reason I feel that way is because these women make such a sacrifice for their husbands and their children if they have children wrestling. So we're going to give away the Coach's Wife of the Year award. And we've been doing this the past 2 years. So this is the third year that we're naming a Coach's Wife. The first year, it was Coach Goog's wife, Lisa Guglielmini from Manatee. Last year, it was Mama Tina. That's what they call her. Tina Charbonneau, the wife of Caesar over at Braden River High School. She won it last year. But this year's recipient of the 2025 TFWR Coach's Wife of the Year award is no other than Michelle Maple, Talon's mom from Zephyr Hills Christian, Tim's wife, Coach Tim Maple's wife. Fantastic program, fantastic coach, fantastic wrestler, Talon, and just good people. So it makes me really happy to be able to give her an award. But let me tell you why we chose her. So we got a lot. I think we got more nominations for this category than any other category. The reason we went with Michelle, and again, guys, if you didn't get chosen, please don't take offense because everybody who was nominated was very worthy, but we can only pick one. So the reason that we went with Michelle is several reasons. One, a lot of people don't realize this, but when these kids go on trips, a lot of their parents don't go with them, depending on, where they're at and what kind of, area they're from. Some people just can't afford to go. It's just, it's hard sometimes. And we all understand that. So Michelle is one of those moms of the team that she's a mom to all the boys. She washes all their singlets. She washes their warm-ups. She packs meals for all the wrestlers, not just Talon. And I was told she will regularly reach into her own pocket and buy kids on that team meals if they can't afford it. She will pay their entry fees for off-season tournaments if they can't afford it. And she'll buy their gear, headgear, wrestling shoes, whatever it is that they can't do. She finds a way to get it done for those kids. She treats them all like her own, from what I'm told. She's always the first one to volunteer for anything. And last but not least, she takes care of all the administrative stuff for her husband. So she'll be the one booking the hotel rooms for their tournaments. And she's always the last one to leave because I was told Michelle refuses to leave until that place is cleaner when they leave than it was when they got there. So kudos to you, Miss Michelle. You have been named the 2025 TFWR Coach's Wife of the Year. Send me a private message. Let me know your t-shirt size so I can get that to you. So, yeah, man, those are our TFWR annual awards. I think we got some great recipients, and hopefully they'll be happy with their t-shirts.
Very.
What else is going on? Oh, we got a big event coming up, don't we?
We do. So something that we want to talk about highly. Wasn't planned to talk about this in here, but since we're doing it, why
Why
not?
not?
Uh, Kingsville, Florida, an event that hasn't been brought back for years, and because of the great team we've put together and the great communication we've had, we've had some situations, we've had roads going up and down, but we're proud to say that in about 22 days, the Kingsville, Florida tri-dual event will be in Southeast University in Lakeland, Florida. 500 max limit. We already have about 250 tickets sold in one day.
Halfway
So
sold out in one day, guys. But here's the thing. Jump on the Florida Wrestling Room Facebook page. You'll see the link is there. There's like a little link where you can buy your tickets online. There's only 500 tickets being sold. We're capping it at 500. In one day, 250 are already purchased. So, guys, don't get shut out. Get your tickets right now. But if you do happen to get shut out, don't worry. We're going to take care of you. We are going to live stream it on TFWR Facebook page and on FL_ Wrestling Insight on Instagram. So
yes,
it's going to be awesome, man.
so please, guys, don't wait. I've had multiple people text me today already asking to buy tickets where I can get it. It's in the link in my bio. If you go to my Instagram, FL_ Wrestling Insight, it is also in the link in my bio. It takes you directly to the page. It's only $10. For some of the best wrestling you will see in the state, it's only $10. I'm telling you guys, state champs, 3-time state champs, 4-timers, 2-timers, state finalists. There's going to be some of the best. We have matches that probably can't happen during season for years, and they're happening at this event. Please, you do not want to miss this event out.
Well, it's absolutely crazy. When we first started talking about this, Jordan,
Preseason.
what's that?
Preseason, we started talking
Yeah,
about this.
actually, yeah. Wow, it was preseason. I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
that long. So, myself, along with Alex, Jordan, and Connor Beebe, we all wanted to bring this back. Not bring it back, create something new. We did have a tournament called the All Class, where a very, very generous gentleman funded the entire thing himself. But it was an IBT format. It was the day after the state tournament, and it failed for whatever reason. I'm sure no fault of that gentleman, but whatever, it failed and it went away. It could have been one of a million things, but we decided we wanted to do it a little bit different because we wanted to finally end the debate, man. End this damn debate of what classification is the toughest. The only way to do that is to create 3 teams, a 1A team, 2A team, 3A team, and let them step to the line and put it all on the line for bragging rights. And that's what we decided to do. It was a complete team effort. Most of the work was done by those guys. I was on vacation last week in Tennessee, so they took the reins, and thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. I couldn't do any of it without you. But, yeah, total team effort. I'm just so super excited about it. BB trained, FL_ Wrestling Insight, North Florida Wrestling Show.
Miami Hawks, Pat Lugo.
Pat Lugo, Miami Hawks. He's actually sponsoring. He's one of the banner sponsors.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, guys. There is still time if you want to sponsor this event. Which, by the way, all proceeds, every single penny brought in is being donated directly to Southeastern University's wrestling
Yes,
program.
we don't, guys, we don't make any
Nada.
money off of this.
Nothing.
This is not a dime. This is all going to Southeastern University to help Florida wrestling and have our athletes go to U20s, U18s, and just bring light to Florida wrestling and hopefully in the future have a D1 program in Florida for the Florida wrestlers.
Exactly. So thank you to Coach Travis Patrick, man. You stepped up big time.
Mhm.
Originally, it was going to be a BB trained. There was not going to be any room for spectators. We were going to live stream it. But then Travis Patrick said, yeah, heck no. We're going to do this first class. You guys want to use our facility? Come on down. And we said,
Mhm.
heck yeah, we want to. So state of the art facility, 500 capacity. Get your tickets now. It is going to be absolutely sick. I am going to be announcing along with Alex. We're going to do as good of a job as we can. You guys know I'm an animated guy, so we're going to make it as fun for everybody as possible. We're going to have walkout music. We're going to have bios read. It's going to be first class all the way. I promise you that. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. First class, you're going to love it. But one thing I want to mention, what you said, Alex, you're going to see some matches that you've never seen before that we've been dying to see. Some of these kids, for whatever reason, they just never met up during the season. Well, you know what? They have enough cojones to step to the line. They accepted the invitation. This is an invitation-only event. So
Mhm.
basically, guys, for those that don't know, what we're doing is we created a 1A team, a 2A team, and a 3A team. And what we did is we went to every state champion of every weight class for 1A, 2A, and 3A, and we invited them to put it on the line to wrestle the other state champs. And if they did accept, they were in. If they did not accept for whatever reason, whether it was an injury or they were not going to be around, we went to the runner-up. If the runner-up couldn't do it, we went to third and right down the line. But I am happy to say, I think with the exception of maybe one or two fifth placers, everyone else is state champs, runner-ups, or third.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
And
most are
just real
state
quick,
champs.
most were state champs.
Yeah.
And real quick on that, guys, I just want to say, uh, we had very little time to put this event on with the amount of ideas we had. So just to make that clear, we in no way, shape, or form are trying to disclude any
Oh
wrestlers,
yeah.
any coaches, any teams. There's been a couple rumors going around that there's teams that were excluded from this event. Absolutely
No
not.
way.
Anyone, and everyone is invited to this event. Any wrestler and any coach are invited to this event, and there is no animosity towards anyone. We specifically said on our form 24 to 48-hour response, right? We had such short time to put this together. There is no animosity. We are just sticking to business, and we all agreed on that in our team, meeting and stuff like that.
So
So
basically, what you're saying, Alex, is we reached out, we gave the kid 48 hours to hear from them. If we did not hear from them, we went on to the next kid. Is that correct?
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. But with that being said, when this event is over, we are planning ahead for the next year to make sure that we have all of this covered so we won't have any problems in the future.
Yeah.
So with that being said, remember for next year, 24 to 48 hours to respond, and we move on from there.
Right. Right. And I think we discussed something about, after the state tournament, maybe giving like a golden ticket to the state champ. And
Yes,
if he couldn't do it, give it to the runner up or something like that. This way we get things rolling like right after the state tournament. Is
exactly,
that correct?
exactly.
Right. Okay.
Yes. And just to keep it short and straight to the point, there will be more details for future events. We have content ideas. We want this to be an every year thing. We want to talk about this for years to come. So this is something that we really put a lot of time and effort to, and you guys supporting it will mean the world to all of us.
Yeah, and we're doing some really cool stuff with this, and it's all for the kids, guys, and for the growth of Florida wrestling. Again, we're not making one single penny. It's all going as SEU, and that I love it, man. It's great. That's what we're
Mhm.
doing it for. That's the goal.
Exactly.
And that's why this is going to be a success and why it's halfway sold out after one day is because it is a total team effort and we are on it's not one guy trying to do everything or get a pat on the back. We don't care.
Mhm.
Nobody cares about that. We just want to give the best product to you guys, the fans. We want to give the best product to the wrestlers so it's a great experience for them that they'll remember the rest of their lives that they got to wrestle in this. And
Mhm.
then, we've got some really special things lined up for you guys. Like I said, we're going to do the walkout music, the bios, But
Mhm.
we've also got a professional photographer to commemorate these great action shots that they're going to get. Full
Mhm.
Circle Sports Photography will be in the house. There's two photographers, Ben and Brittany. They're fantastic. They were at a bunch of tournaments this year. The one that I met them at was at the Braves Invitational, and they just got some outstanding action shots. They edit every single photo to make sure that everybody has the best possible quality. So that's going to be great. There's going to be food. I think Coach Patrick Travis said they're going to have Chick-fil-A there. So you guys aren't going to go hungry. You'll have food to purchase if you want. I've got Ken DeStephanis, the owner of Competitive Edge Gear and Apparel. He's going to have one of his guys with a merchandise booth set up. So if you guys want to buy a tournament T-shirt, we're going to have the Kings of Florida and the debate shirts. Super cool design. So it's first class all the way. I'm so excited about it, man. So
And just to make sure that you guys find us out, we want you guys to be surprised on what we have for you. But a lot of questions I've been receiving, and this will be the last thing we talk about it, is the girls. Girls, you are not excluded. We are planning an event for you as well. We understand that girls wrestling is the fastest growing sport in high school, regardless of sport and age. All right. We have something planned for you, so please be ready, be excited. We are going to get something together for you guys as well.
And I want to mention real quick, the reason that we didn't have it for this year for the girls is because there's only one classification. We know who the best is. They proved
Exactly.
it, Saturday night, the Saturday night at the state tournament. So, this one is 1A, 2A, and 3A. We want to know who the best classification is. There's only one class for girls. With that being said, we did think of something very special. I'm not going to mention it now, but
Yeah.
you guys will be a part of this next year. So keep
Be ready.
after the state
Be
tournament.
ready. Yeah. But with that being said, support us, support this event, and congrats to everyone that won TFW Awards this year.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for supporting FL_wrestling. I'm sorry, FL_wrestling Insight on
Yep.
Instagram. Thank you for supporting TFWR Facebook page. It is by far, not even close, the largest Facebook page for Florida wrestling out there, period, bar none. We're approaching 26,000 people. Can't thank you guys enough. We would be nothing without you. So thank you for the support. BB Train, thank you guys. And everybody, thanks for supporting BB Train, North Florida Wrestling Show, Jordan Cohn. We love you guys. So it was a total team effort. With that being said, I'm rambling now. So we're going to end this. We'll see you soon. Congratulations to all of the TFWR recipients. Stay tuned for our next video. It's coming up soon.
Awesome.